Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John J. Game on the mic coming at you with some more bowl game action here as we got three very good bowl games for you guys. Starting with the Good Life Bowl between the Herbert Hoover College Old Glory representing the Atlantic Shore Conference and the Eastern Pennsylvania Beavers who are representing for that Big North Conference once again. So do me a favor, if you're excited about today's bowl games, smash that like button for me, as well as hit subscribe if you have to be brand new as well, as we will now go ahead and get this thing underway. We pick things up late in the first quarter. Eastern Pennsylvania already finds themselves down 3-0, but they look to change that quickly as Jackson will throw over the middle and find Fimpons, who is able to get across the first down marker with ease. You love seeing that yards after the catch as well, as they almost reached the 40-yard line that play alone, as they now will resort to the ground game for a little bit, pick a few yards up on the ground as well. As now we got 2nd and 5. Jackson dropping back the pass. He's looking around, can make himself a sandwich if he wanted to, but does go ahead and get out of the pocket and get to midfield as well. Nice first down for the Pennsylvania Beavers. As the 2nd and 10 now coming up, Jackson now going to try to do a little bit of a quarterback design run. A couple plays later now and pick up a few more yards that way. Setting up a reasonable 3rd and 5 coming up as Jackson again will be dropping back the pass. Got some time in the pocket to work with as well. Gets out of there and does end up picking up the first down here as well on top of that. As now we got 1st and 10 again. Jackson dropping back, thrown over to the left-hand side. Over to Miles, who ends up picking up 5 yards on the play. Decent little gain right there. As now 2nd and 5 once again. Jackson looking around, facing pressure. Going to send this down the right side to Johnson, who puts a spin cycle on a man. Jesus Christ! Touchdown, Beavers! Eastern Pennsylvania takes the lead off that spin move. Oh my word! And so here we go here, man. 10-3 as they throw short a little bit later. Arnold gets loose too. No one's going to be able to catch this man. And he's going to be gone like a girl in a country song, as Jack Legion will always say. Touchdown, Eastern Pennsylvania. And they're quickly beginning to open things up here. Now a 17-6 ball game as Herbert Hoover looks to get themselves back on track here. Before the end of the first half, we'll see if they can do it here, as they got a nice little drive going on here. 1st and 10 from the 37. JC Marcus going to try to run it himself, but he fumbles the football as well. Eastern Pennsylvania recovers, and they also dodged a bullet as well. They couldn't take advantage of it, so for now it still does remain 17-6 for the time being. Herbert Hoover, they got to play a lot better here in the second half of play if they want to win the Good Life Bowl here in the great state of Nebraska. As now we got a first down coming up here for Herbert Hoover after a nice little run over to the right-hand side. As now 1st and 10. Marcus throwing to the right-hand side. It's incomplete, however. So that ball was a little bit overthrown, which is a darn shame. Could have gotten a bunch of yards off end. So he could have there. Again, just leaving his receivers out to dry right now, and it leads to 3rd and 10. Marcus trying to throw it, gets it right to Lovelady, who's able to get away from the defenders. Pick 6. Oh my goodness. Probably the best defensive play that we have seen all year. And Eastern Pennsylvania, man, early in this third quarter, taking a commanding lead. They now find themselves up 24-6. As they are going to kick things back off to the Old Glory of Herbert Hoover. They certainly need a spark here, and they could get it right here, right now, down the sideline. No one's going to be able to catch him, and he is gone. Touchdown, Old Glory, and the Herbert Hoover College football team finally gets itself on the board. And they're also going to go for 2. This would make it a 10-point game, as Marcus will try to throw over to the left-hand side. Has Braden, and he had the marker, but could not get himself that body control needed to cut up field. And so the 2-point conversion was no good. It will remain a 12-point game. Although they do tack on a field goal on their next drive, so now 24-15 here early in the fourth quarter. This could be 6 points, but it's picked off. Herbert Hoover can find themselves back in this ball game as they return it back to the 45-yard line. A big play that was needed right there as the Old Glory are trying to claw back into this thing. Ever since they went up 24-6, they've been on a 9-0 run right now as Marcus dropping back. Gonna send this one deep, has a man, but it's intercepted himself. The Beavers getting the stop on defense. And they were able to go down the field and get a field goal on the drive. So now 27-15 in favor of Eastern Pennsylvania. It's now 2nd and 10. J.C. Marcus with 2:30 left in the game. Gonna send one deep. He's got a man open. He's got Bishop down the field. Touchdown, Old Glory. And I would not be shocked if they go for the 2-point conversion. It could make it just a 4-point game right here. Marcus going to read it on the right-hand side. Gets into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. We'll see if they do what they need to do to give this team one more chance at victory. As now we got less than 2 minutes left here in this ball game. Eastern Pennsylvania needing to run some time off the clock, and in doing so, they are going to go ahead and start running the football here. First down coming up for the Beavers as Herbert Hoover forced to take their first time out and tack on the pain. There's also an offsides penalty on the matter as well, which means we got 1st and 5 now. Jackson throw it to the left-hand side. It's incomplete, and it also stops the clock as well. Herbert Hoover still has 2 timeouts remaining as they go back to the ground game. Wisely, I should add, as Suits does pick up the first down for the Beavers. Herbert Hoover calling their 2nd timeout as well. As Suits taking it upfield once again, a 6-yard gain on the play. As now, 2nd and 4 now coming up. Herbert Hoover is going to go ahead and take their final timeout here as well. As we got 2nd and 4 now. Swoots making a nice spin move upfield and picking up a first down there again. And with that first down being made, unless there's just some incredibly bad clock management, I would imagine the Beavers will go ahead and win this game. But you never know, man. Maximum football, it is a pretty wild thing they got going on here as Suits takes the carry up the middle once again. They do end up picking up another first down as well. And that will get him in the red zone too. It's now 1st and 10. Jackson dropping back to pass. He's looking around, gonna go upfield, and is nearly able to pick up the first down. Gonna mark him just 1 yard shy, but it does keep the clock rolling. 30 seconds left in the game. Suits gonna go ahead and put the exclamation point on this game, finding the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Pennsylvania. And the Beavers from the Big North Conference are your champions of the Good Life Bowl, defeating Herbert Hoover College by a final score of 34-23. What a good way to start this episode. So next game that we got going on here is the Puerto Rico Bowl, which is one of the new bowl games that were added from Maximum Football 19 to Maximum Football 2020. In this inaugural bowl game in the Puerto Rico Bowl, we have the Southfield Dalmatians going up against the DeKalb A&M Barbarians, as they both teams are representing the Big North Conference. I still don't like that they have teams in the same conference pair with each other. I'm hoping it's something that's addressed in Maximum Football 21. But that being said, though, let's go ahead and get this inaugural Puerto Rico Bowl underway. And Southfield is actually going to start with the football here. 1st and 15 coming after an offside penalty. Tom is going to go ahead and scramble out of the pocket, though, and nearly pick up the first down with the ground game. And that's even with the penalty yardage as well on top of that. As now we got 2nd and 1. Thomas going upfield, going to go ahead and pick up another first down here once again, getting across that 40-yard line as well. It's now 1st and 10 again. Thomas dropping back the pass, throwing over in the middle, finds Trail open down the middle of the field, finds that soft spot in the zone, and is able to pick up 7 yards on top of that. It's now 2nd and 3. Thomas again dropping back, this time throwing over to the left-hand side, completely covered though, as the DeKalb A&M was ready for it. So now 3rd and 3 coming up. Thomas gonna run for the first down here and does end up getting it, also getting across in the midfield as well. So now Southfield for the very first time today in DeKalb A&M territory, And Thomas taking full advantage, running with a full steam ahead and continuing to pound the DeKalb A&M defense early and often as they throw across the middle. Find Farnerick, gets to the 10-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 10 as Southfield looks like get a touchdown on the board here as Thomas going to hunt, finds some room and nearly finds the end zone all the way down to the 3-yard line. As now on the very next play, 2nd and goal for Southfield. Morgan Thomas gonna go ahead and punch it in the end zone. Touchdown Southfield. The Dalmatians are going to strike first. As now we cut over to the DeKalb A&M's drive as they will try to respond to the long but vertical drive, and that's not how you're gonna have to do it. Barry from Southfield picks it off, and so Southfield continuing to build an early lead now 10-0 here as Banks is down the sideline as well. He's got some space as well. He's in the end zone too. Touchdown Southfield. And the Dalmatians in only the first quarter of play look like they were totally prepared for this bowl game, leading 17-0. We'll see if DeKalb A&M can settle down. Looks like they do a little bit. Both teams in the second quarter going back and forth, each only giving up a field goal, so still a 17-point game here with about a minute left here in the first half. But that's not going to last long as we got a man gone like a girl in a country song. Touchdown Southfield. And the Dalmatians are on fire here in the Puerto Rico Bowl, opening this thing up right now, 27-3. And now we go into the second half of play. Southfield looking to build on the commanding lead, and when you have a man wide open like that, then there's going to be no problems here, man. Southfield with another touchdown here, and it's now 34-3. Big yikes if you're a DeKalb A&M fan, as now the Barbs are just looking to start to claw back into this game. Can we finally see something going here for this offense? We will have to wait and see. As now 2nd and 10, Walker is going to go ahead and take this thing up the middle. Does end up at least picking up a first down for DeKalb A&M. We'll see if they can keep that going. They have had a very difficult time getting their offense to move the ball down the field with consistency. As now 2nd and 10, Walker upfield, going to take it up to the first down marker. He's good to go as well. I would not be shocked if DeKalb A&M tries to go quick here, given the current margin on the scoreboard, as Walker almost gets sacked in the backfield but somehow manages to get out of there, but at a pretty bad price as well. Starting quarterback is actually a little bit shaken up, so for a few plays we will see the backup who's going to try to send one deep. He had a man but overthrew him. The backup put too much under it, got to put a little bit more air under that ball, and does want to calm himself down a little bit, gets it off the Tolbert. That is good for a first down. As now 2nd and 8, Walker will again take it upfield for a 5-yard gain on the play. As now we got 3rd and short coming up here. Walker dropping back, he's looking around, got plenty of time to work with, gonna send one downfield, finds Delaney, who makes a great catch in coverage. Touchdown Barbarians. And they finally get the first offensive touchdown of the game for DeKalb A&M. We'll see if they can get that into a 2-point conversion as they try to dive for the end zone. But they're saying that conversion is no good though. So it's 34-9. But at least DeKalb A&M does find the end zone, as they'll look to try to continue to make this more of a game. But that being said, have to contest with the Southfield offense, which has certainly struggled in containing them over the course of this game. Already given up 34 points. That is very unlike DeKalb A&M, by the way. Their defense is usually very good, and we just aren't seeing it here yet today. Although there's a chance to get back into it though. A fumble on the play recovered by DeKalb A&M. They were able to turn around and make it a field goal. So a little bit closer now, 34-12. Now in this matchup, as we'll now see what this team is truly made of. 2nd and 11, Walker going over to Adams and picking up some yards on the play. as it makes it 3rd and manageable now. As here we go now, 3rd and 5. Walker again dropping back. He's going to send one deep to the right sideline. Gets it to Tolbert, who takes a shot, but will immediately bounce right back up though. First down for the Barbs, as the Cab A&M is on the move again. Walker down the left side finds Fenua. I think he caught that off the deflection as well. Oh my goodness gracious. As now 3rd and goal a few plays later now. Walker trying to find some space to get into the end zone, and will do just that. Actually somehow getting an untouched to another score here. And if they get the 2-point conversion, it makes it just a 14-point game. We'll see if they're successful, as Finu trying to get it in, but does not get this 2-point conversion either. So it's now a 16-point game. Still 2 possessions, but that being said, still got some work to do, as they got to try to make up some ground here. As Tunsil's going to help out tremendously. He's going to get downfield, and even though the Cab A&M, they aren't going to win this game, they at least finished very strong. They could have simply laid down and quit. They had fought to the very end, and made this a more respectable game. The scoreboard showing it a lot closer than what it actually was, but hey, give credit to Cab A&M. They fought to the bitter end, and they only lose by 5 points. Southfield, though, still going to be champions of the Puerto Rico Bowl, defeating the Cab A&M 34-29. So for the final bowl game that I do have in this episode, I do have the Scout Scoops Bowl, where we have the Big Pacific Conference representative in the Amazon Delivery Boys go ahead and face off against the Hayes College Indians that are from the Big Southwest Conference. Amazon wasn't a team that was ranked in the top 25, but they have worked their way in, whereas Hayes College, they were in that top 25 meanwhile. Kind of hovering around, just outside the top 10 at its peak. Still a solid season for Hayes College. But that's not a good start, though, as Allie actually fumbles the football, though, and gives it off to Amazon. They are probably not liking the Amazon Prime here that time around, as Amazon was able to turn that around and get a field goal here, as we now go ahead and see how this Hayes College offense can operate, given that they did fumble the football on the previous drive. As now Allie dropping back, throwing short over the right-hand side, finds Omer again. He had the catch off the screen over the left-hand side, and he had another catch on the right-hand side. Some people on this team call him Michael Thomas, the slant king, which nothing wrong with that whatsoever, as there was a fumble on the play. And Hayes College, they actually do recover it. Rarely in maximum football, if there's a fumble on the play, most of the time it's going to be favoring the defense. The defense is the guys that are usually recovering the fumbles, but that time around we did see an offensive player recover the fumble, as now Almer will try to pick up the first down. They have a long 38, and they do manage to pick up the first down here. As now 1st and 10. Allie gonna go ahead and scramble out of the pocket, has some space to work with, and is gonna be just 1 yard shy of that first down marker. Is now 2nd and 1. Allie dropping back again, throwing quickly over the left-hand side, facing pressure. Finds his reliable running back in Almer once again. That's going to get him in the red zone now. As here we go, 1st and 10. Allie looking down the middle of the field, has himself a man for a second, but the receiver simply could not make a play for him, however. So the pass will fall incomplete. As now, again, 2nd and 10. Allie going to throw his thing down the right side and finds Kelly in the end zone. Touchdown, Hayes College. And they're going to go ahead here and take the 7-3 lead, as Amazon looking to respond, but that's not how it's going to work out, though, as there's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the Indians, who turn around and get a fumble, and both teams still in this first quarter kind of feeling each other out a little bit. Only 10-6 here. Still very tightly contested. As after an Amazon field goal, we're actually going to go ahead and try to return this kick. He's got some space out there on the left-hand side, and he's suddenly gone. Nobody in view, nobody on the special camera, and it's going to be a walk-in touchdown for Hayes College. Another score for the Indians from the Big Southwest Conference. And so, kickoff is returned. 17-6. As now, here we go. Hayes College, 17-6. Now, when we've seen Amazon play, they usually have a pretty explosive offense. But, that being said, we haven't really seen it here so far today. Is this the drive where they start to turn around finally? We'll just have to wait and see if they can make that happen or not. As now, 1st and 10. Gates looking around. He's in the pocket. Going to get out into the open field and does end up picking up a first down for Amazon as well. As they try to prime this thing to the end zone. We'll see if they can deliver or not. As Gates is down on the right-hand side. Scrambling out once again. And falling just short of the red zone. But still picking up the sticks and getting a new set of downs. Is now a couple plays later now. 2nd and 9 coming up. Trying to throw it over the middle, but it is incomplete though. As now 3rd and 9 coming up now for the delivery boys. Gates will drop back the pass. He's going to find a man open in the end zone. He finds Brown. Touchdown Amazon. And the delivery boys now strike within 4 points. We got ourselves a ball game now, and Amazon most certainly needed that after giving off a kick return for a touchdown that made it 17-6 originally. And now with the Amazon delivery boys, they have the football here once again. They do have the opportunity here to go ahead and try to take the lead right back here. As now we got 2nd and 4 coming up. Going to get it out to the right-hand side. Gets to the Clack, who does get it across the 45-yard line for the first down. As now, here we go again. 1st and 10. Gates dropping back once more. Going to throw this thing over the middle. Has a man, but it's incomplete though. And so now we are going to go face 2nd and long. Gates will drop back again. He has a clean pocket. Throw this thing over the middle to Likely, who now picks up a first down there. And now across the 30-yard line. Amazon in striking distance of taking the lead. Gates throw it over the middle again. Finds Likely, who holds on to the football once more. And pick up another first down here. As Amazon got themselves a drive going. Gates will drop back once more. Gonna chuck this thing down the left sideline. Gets it to Brown, who gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Amazon! And they take the lead for the very first time today. And now 20-17 in favor of Amazon. Still got less than 3 minutes left as the ball is loose. Amazon is able to recover the fumble. And they are now in business here. 3rd and 4, going up the middle to Clack. He picks up the first down, another goal line situation. Amazon can easily turn around and get another touchdown here on the board. And Clack dives through the end zone, but is going to be short of the goal line. 4th and goal coming up, but Amazon is going to go for it here. A run to the right-hand side over to Clack. Hayes tries to keep him out of the end zone, but Clack had other ideas. The Amazon delivery boys tack on another score, and it is now 27-17 in favor of Amazon. As the things are really starting to pick up here in the 2nd quarter, as we have another long throw downfield to Kelly, who is almost brought down but stays on his feet and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Hayes College. And the Indians now make this a 3-point game. 27-24. As now Amazon 24-27 midway through the 1st quarter now. Either team in a position to win the Scout Scoops Bowl, as Gates is dropping back again, taking it upfield, going to go ahead and pick up the first down there as well on that play here. As are in the red zone now, looking to tack on the lead. And 2nd and 13, Gates gonna throw his thing down to the right-hand side. It's intercepted off the tip. Whitware makes a great catch going out of bounds and gives the football back to the Indians. as Allie going over the middle finds Kelly. He only has one man left to beat, but they're not going to be able to chase him down. However, touchdown, Hayes College. And that's even with the pass interference as well. So now Hayes College goes and takes the lead right back. And then also trying to get a 2-point conversion, but it's ultimately no good. So only a field goal now separates these two squads. As we get late here into the third quarter, Hayes College holding on to a narrow 3-point lead here. Things are getting very intense down here on the field. As now, 2nd and 3, Gates dropping back, facing pressure, gonna go ahead and do a little pump fake before going ahead and scrambling upfield for the first down. As now, 1st and 10, Gates going upfield, go 5-yard gain on the play there. Nice little gain there. And now we have a 3rd and 5. Gates dropping back again. Johnson able to take this ball forward for the first down. As now here we go. 2nd and long coming up here. Gates will drop back to pass, throw it over to the left-hand side. Gets it to Likely. A long throw that is able to be completed. And Amazon got themselves a drive again. Wolverine deliver the Amazon Prime as Likely gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Amazon. The delivery boys deliver once again. They bring the Prime, and it's now 33-30. And they're also going to go for 2. As Gates will drop back, throw over the middle, finds Eckert. The 2-point conversion is actually good. And it's now 35-30 in favor of Amazon. As they look to solidify this game now, have less than 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. As now, we got 1st and 10. Gates dropping back, throwing to the right-hand side. That is incomplete though. As now we got 2nd and 10 coming up. Gates dropping back to pass, throwing over the right-hand side, over to Johnson, who is able to get a 5-yard gain on the play right there. As now 3rd and 5 once more. Gates going up the middle, going to Clack, who is going to end up picking up the first down here once again. They're now sitting at midfield. As now 2nd and 9 once more. Gates going over the left-hand side, finds Eckert down the sideline there again. He's tripped up at about the 22-23 yard line. Good for the first down. As now 2nd and 13. Gates going upfield, gonna go ahead and pick up a 5-yard gain on the play. But they desperately need to stop if you're the Hayes College Indians. 5-point game, you got to keep them out of the end zone if you can. Otherwise, you're going to be put in a very tight spot. As now they're just going out to take the clock out as Clack breaks a couple of tackles and finds himself in the end zone. Touchdown for Amazon, and the delivery boys win this thing by a final score of 42-30, winning the Scout Scoops Bowl here in Maximum Football 20. So some exciting bowl games that we have certainly experienced here as we watch some of the better teams in the ACSA duke it out in various bowl games. We got to see Eastern Pennsylvania win the Good Life Bowl, sponsored by the Sing Second podcast, against Herbert Hoover. We also got to watch a conference matchup, which is surprising to see in a bowl game, but that's what we got, and it was a good one between Southfield and DeKalb A&M, who almost pulled off a phenomenal rally. And then finally, to top it off, the Amazon Delivery Boys do defeat the Hayes College Indians from the Big Southwest Conference in order to win the Scout Scoops Bowl. And it only gets better. Next episode will be the final bowl games here on the channel before we go to the college football playoff that will be played this upcoming weekend. I am certainly excited for it, and I hope you guys are as well. That being said, bowl games that we got going on here is the League Crawler Bowl first and foremost, featuring the University of Alabama Hoover and the southeastern coast of Florida. After that, we'll have the Soden Bowl that has Texas Catholic and Sugar Land State play each other once again. This is a rematch from earlier in the season where Texas Catholic narrowly won by a final score of 42-40. Beyond that, we have another matchup, this time from the Big North Conference Championship game. So for 2 weeks in a row, The Iroquois and the Bluffton Tech Fighting Muskrats, they both have to play each other again, this time in the Fenton Bowl. And then finally, the final bowl game before the college football playoff, we have the California Classic Bowl that features the Amsterdam Reefers from the Big Pacific Conference go and take on the number 5 team in the nation in the Southern New Mexico Cougars. Should be a very exciting matchup here, so if you are ready for it, do me a favor. Please smash that like button and hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new to the channel, and like what you see as well. In the meantime, I hope you guys are all out there having a very wonderful day. Take care, everybody.